Welcome to another episode of the 64-Bit Legends. I'm your host, Bobby Caboose. As always looking for a hot tag.
Tagging it.
Is Melvin Troy. I wasn't expecting the winking in the gun so quick.
Yeah, I told you, the wink in the gun. You gotta pay attention.
So
I'm quick with my trigger finger.
Apparently, because I didn't know it was coming that quick. We were all of a sudden just doing show prep, and then all of a sudden, bam!
Yeah, it comes at you quick.
And it was like Carlton in The Fresh Prince, man. Like he expected to get that. I think it was an internship, and the guy gave him a wink and a gun, and he ended up not getting it. And he's like, "But you gave me the wink and the gun." It was the whole thing.
I don't remember that. Was that the one where Carlton's like, "Why doesn't he love me, Uncle Phil?"
That was Will.
Oh.
And it wasn't the one that he took speed.
Did he took speed too?
Yeah.
Did everybody take speed?
Everyone took speed in the 90s.
Well, was it even before that? Because like in Family Ties, Michael J. Fox was on a speed thing. He ended up staying up too late studying for like the SATs, and he overslept.
Yeah.
Because he was like on speed, and he was like, I'm addicted.
Speed was the drug of choice.
And ended up giving him like,
because I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The Saved by the Bell,
Oh yeah,
I mean, that was one of your favorite shows.
No,
it
wasn't.
You're like AC Slater number 2.
AC, that show was terrible.
Oh, whatever. We already discussed last episode that you used to sit every episode with your chair facing backwards, like AC Slater at the end of the table.
No.
But this episode, we have something else to talk about.
Yeah.
So I was, like I said earlier when I was telling you the idea for today's show, I was at work and I realized that I have never beaten Super Mario 3.
Okay.
For Nintendo.
Yeah.
And like I know there's like contests on YouTube or like YouTube videos that like people beat it in like 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, like I've gotten to the 8th world without a whistle. I've made it to the 8th world, but I can't fucking beat it.
Okay, so it wasn't so much of like you just never got around to it. You just weren't.
No.
You didn't have the skill at the time.
Yeah, I can't. And I tried to go back. Well, I have on your Retron 5.
Yeah.
The one you can save the games.
Yeah.
I made it to the 7th level before I stopped playing it. But I've never beaten the game. And there's like I was gonna bring up of just different things that I've I've never either accomplished or never did because like I told you upstairs. It took me 33 years on this planet to cut the grass.
That one to me is just that one's amazing to me because as a kid, that was like one of the easiest ways to make money was just cutting grass. Like that was the move back then to just like, hey, my parents would give me an extra $5 a week every time I cut the grass, and then sometimes in the middle of July, the grass would grow so fast that I have to cut it twice, so there's $10.
See,
a week.
I never got an allowance.
It's huge.
And my old man was anal about the lawn.
So was mine. That's why he would make me have to alternate the cuts every week or every time.
Yeah. See, I couldn't even touch the grass.
No.
So, and then when I moved out, we got a lawn service, and then it wasn't until one of the Sams gave me the lawnmower, we could do it here. So,
that's true.
And then. A couple months later, I broke my first bone. I've never broke a bone before, and I broke my pinky. It took me 33 years to break a pinky, or break a bone.
I'll be honest, I have never broken a bone. I've still have all the original bones in me.
That's pretty good. I just figured it was because I drank a lot of milk as a kid. I don't know if that's it's a rumor or
it's that
a hot take.
Maybe, or it could be the fact. I mean, it could be that. Or it just depends on like the situations you put yourself in,
Right. Well, I played a lot of sports too, so like surprisingly, I've never had like a sports injury like that.
Okay. Maybe you didn't play enough sports.
Maybe
you weren't at your peak athleticism.
Maybe.
And or you weren't a risky player. You may not have been as much of a risky player.
Maybe.
You were playing it safe.
Risky business. I don't know. I think I would take. I think I'm a kind of a risk taker when it comes to sports, but I'm just surprised that it took me this long to do some of these things.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, there's a lot of things that I've yet to accomplish. I get the thing what you're saying about like Mario 3 because there's a lot of games that I haven't finished. Like I was just on stream the other day. With Red Dead Redemption, it's been out for forever,
right?
And everyone's playing online, and I haven't even got through most of the story. I'm like 18% through the story, if that.
Moose beat that shit like 6 times.
Yeah, it's like well, here's the problem for me is that I get too distracted on murdering people.
Right, that's how I am.
Yeah,
like I just want to be a badass and kill people.
Yeah, and so I kind of like I'm like, okay, I got to go from this town to this town, but then my travels, I'm like, well, there's this one guy on a horse. He thinks he's gonna be safe out here by this river. Let me lasso him off the horse, then hog tie him, rob him, and then I give him the choice because I'm all about choice.
Yeah,
I like to bring people to the brink in that game because if he can escape his life, he'll appreciate every day of his life. Therefore, afterwards, so like I'm doing him a favor. However, if he makes the wrong choice, then he's dead.
Isn't there a mission in that game that you have to like kill some kid's dad and then like befriend the kid? It's that little black kid.
I don't remember that. There was one where it was a house, and it was like this one little house off on. It's like a shack, like a shitty part. And I was wandering by, and I was gonna go rob the house, and there was like a black family. It was a father and son. And the father was like a massive alcoholic, and he was fighting with the son. The son was probably in his late teens, maybe early 20-ish type of thing, like a young man.
Okay, because I'm thinking about like a child.
No, well, I don't know. There might be that, but I know that this one, so they were fighting, and I was supposed to sneak in and, like, I don't know if I was supposed to rob him or I was supposed to defuse it. I was trying to defuse it. He came at the father came at me a little too strong, so I had to stab him with a knife multiple times. Then the son got scared and hid under the bed, and then I was reading through some stuff through their personal possessions. I found out that the father may have murdered the mother in a drunken rage, and I wasn't gonna rob the son, but he was like being very aggressive, yelling at me. He was hiding under a bed, so I was like, I'll go talk to him later as I rob the rest of the house. They didn't have much, but you get what you can, So then I go back, I look underneath the bed, he's gone. So I'm like, well, what the fuck? So then I go outside. I see he's running away. I'm like, well, he can't run away now. I just murdered his father. I thought I was doing him a favor, but now he wants to spit in my face because I murdered his abusive, drunken father who may have murdered his mother. So then I got to get on the horse. I go and I chase him down. I hog tie him, the whole thing. And then I was like, I don't know what to do with this guy. So I put him on the back of the horse, and I just kind of ride around for a while. My move is to either drop him off a cliff, put him on the rail.
I like dropping him off the cliff.
Yeah, the drop off the cliff is a good one, but it's immediate. It's just, it's over and done with.
Drag him in a river.
Yep, that was gonna be the next thing. I drop him in a river and just let him wiggle it around for a while to try to escape. If he can escape, great, but they just never seem to be able to do it. Or put him on the train tracks, because now you got even more time. If you can get yourself up and running before the train comes, you're good. Yeah. But I was like, no, you know what? He doesn't have his parents. His father murdered the mother. I murdered the father. I mean, his life is... I'm going to let him go. So I let him free. I was like, listen, be free. You have a new outlook on life. And I bet that boy appreciated every day of his life. And maybe as I continue to play, he might come after me in a revenge plot to murder me.
That would be awesome.
But you know what? I deserved it. It's just the cycle of life and murder of the old West. And now that's what that game is to me. Like, I don't care about, John Marston, he disappeared, left his kid, and I got to go teach his kid to fish. Like, I don't care. I want.
It's all about choice.
I want to give people choices. I want to improve their lives in that game, and to make sure when they get to the 20th century in a few years that they're going to have a great new outlook on life.
But there's another game, like, we are the 64-bit legends, but I never beat Mario 64. I never had a 64 growing up. I was always a PlayStation kid. So I never beat Mario 64.
Yeah, that one is a travesty. You need to get on that now, especially now they've reissued it for the Switch. We played it on the stream a little bit, emulators and whatnot. You got to get that done. I'm going to demand that of you.
Okay.
I'm putting you to the task.
All right.
You need to buy.
Well, I started the game on our 64, wherever it is.
It's around here somewhere.
So I'll continue it on that because I already have some stars.
Yeah, we'll get to stars. You only need... Listen, there's 120 some stars. You don't even need that many to beat it. You just need to get enough to get to the third Bowser. Right. And then when you get to the third Bowser, then you win. Now, if you want to meet Yoshi, you got to get all 121 stars.
Fuck Yoshi.
But it's not much. You just go up. He gives you like 100 lives.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what am I going to do? I finished the entire game.
Yeah, what am I going to do?
You gave me 100 lives now.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing else to do.
But like for the Mario Super Mario 3, it only takes 2 hits for you to die.
Yeah.
Or maybe 3 if you if you have like a suit.
Is it 3? Is it go suit,
Big
Mario,
Little Mario dead?
Is it that way it goes?
Yeah.
Because I think in the newer ones it might go suit, then straight to small Mario. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You might be right. It's been so long since I played that.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But that was kind of the move back in the day. It was 2 hits, and for the most part, 2 hits, maybe 3, and then you're done. Like I remember Donkey Kong Country was the same way. You had the 2 monkeys. You get hit once, you lose 1 monkey, you get it again. You're done.
Yeah.
Sonic was kind of the same. Well, Sonic would at least give you a way that if you were crafty, you could.
Because you got the rings.
Yeah, you could. If you can at least get that 1 ring. Yeah. But what would happen is eventually the ring would bounce off and disappear so quickly, then you're fucked.
Yeah. See, I've beaten Sonic multiple times.
The first one?
Yeah.
What about have you done any of the other ones?
I did the second one.
Okay, that one's
first
tough.
and second.
Second one, I think, is probably the hardest one to beat legitimately. Like that one's tough.
Dude, because 2 is like once you're dead, you don't you go back to the beginning? Like there's no save spot.
No, yeah, that's another one with Sonic. Yeah, I mean, nowadays when you play it, of course you could save everything. But back in the day, up until Sonic 3, Sonic 3 was the first one you could save. But the other ones, yeah, it was. And Sonic 2, that's why that one was a bitch because that one got super hard, and yeah, when you're out of lives, you are donezo, and there ain't no going back.
Because I remember like the plane level.
The plane level, that was a tough one. The boss in the plane level, and then here's the kicker: the last level, the Death Egg level. You're in space, right? You get no rings,
right?
You get nothing, and then you got to fight a Robo Sonic, and then after that, you got to fight the giant Death Egg thing. Perfect.
Yeah.
You can't take a hit. You take 1 hit, you're done.
Tough things, man.
Yeah. That was I'm a master at it though. I can do that level with my eyes closed. I memorized it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Every
hit. I could tell you. You go to RoboSonic, so he's gonna spin across the floor, and then he's gonna do like a speed thing where he's not spinning, but he's gonna shoot across. It gives you a chance to hit him. And then after that, he's gonna go and do like a jump spin, so that you don't have to really do anything. And then he's gonna come back, because he basically just goes back and forth. You gotta squeeze hits in. But eventually, then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's gonna do like a jump spin. But while he does a jump spin, some spikes are gonna come out of the middle of the screen for no reason whatsoever. And so you can't jump, or you're gonna hit him, and you gotta like dodge him. That's usually where a lot of people get fucked up. But if you can make it past that part, then you get to the Death Egg. You get in the Death Egg, and then fucking. You just got to make sure you're in the front of him, because if you get in the back, then you're screwed.
Yeah.
He drops the little egg things, and then you can't run away from him. So that's Sonic 2. That's how you do it. That's the instructions.
Thanks.
So fucking go write that down, and you'll finish Sonic 2 no problem.
Take notes.
Yeah, take notes on this. I'm giving you this is life advice.
Yeah. Trying to adjust in this chair.
I'm trying to. Hey, you wanted that one instead of the other one.
I know. I'm not complaining.
Right.
I'm just adjusting.
All right. I'm just saying. You made your choice. I'm telling you. I'm all about choice.
Don't drag me into a river. Hogtied.
But no, there was a lot of things like I'm trying to think.
I think the cutting the grass one is good, man.
Cutting the grass that's a surprise to me.
Another thing that I actually just thought of is when I remember back in school. This is actually in college. We had it was like the first day of school or first day of class, and we had to go around, to meet our classmates or whatever. We had to go. We had a checklist, and it was find someone that has the same birthday as you. Find someone that has never done this, has never done that. Something unique, And I would tell people I never cut the grass, and that would be one of their check marks because it was something you've never done that was unique that no one else could say, So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything that I haven't done that other people would have.
I've never gone skiing.
Yeah, no, I've never done skiing. Skiing is for sure. I didn't do skiing or snowboarding.
I've been sledding.
Sledding, yeah, I've done that, but I've never done the skiing thing.
Or snowboarding, I've never done.
Like that one never stood out to me as something that I should do. I guess I'm trying to approach it from something that I should have done, but I haven't done.
Right.
And skiing is like to me comes across like I know there were ski trips that people would take in school. There were like school sanctioned ski trips, and I never took those. I thought it was stupid, and it's expensive anyway. Like it's
right.
It was like what my parents gonna spend $100 for me to go skiing. Or I could take that $100 and I can get a Dreamcast. Which one do I want? I got. Again, this is a theme of today's stream or podcast, whatever this is. What are we doing? A fucking.
I don't know.
Of episode.
Whatever
we're
doing.
Choice. It's fucking choice.
Pro-choice.
The choice is yours. Black Sheep said it best. They said it best.
But you told me the other day that you've never taken like a guy's vacation.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I haven't taken a vacation. I have not taken an actual vacation in probably. I take it back. I did take a vacation to Europe back in 2017, but that was out of work at the time.
Right, and that was like a family one.
Yeah, it was a family thing. It was always my vacations have always been like family oriented. I don't think I've ever taken like a vacation with friends. I'm trying to think. The only thing I can think of is the Gathering of the Juggalos, but because I would go there and work.
Right.
So it was, I'd work a couple days, and then the rest of the time, I'm kind of free to do whatever I want. So it's kind of a vacation that pays for itself. But that's the only thing that I could think of at all that I've ever done. And I haven't taken other than 2017 when I was in between jobs. I had not taken a vacation since 2000 and maybe 2009.
Damn.
Like I don't take vacations.
Yeah, we've been like. Me and my brother, or like B, the combination of us or whatever, we've taken a vacation almost every year until the last like 2. Like we went to Vegas a couple times. Me and my brother, me, B, and him went to Cancun. Me and my brother went to Miami. I went to the Dominican. We went to the Little League World Series, which was fucking awesome. Me, B, and Dave. That shit was fucking great.
Yeah,
dude.
You go get fucked up and
watch little kids play baseball. Dude, the best part of that vacation was when Japan beat Mexico. We saw the bus of all the Mexican kids just crying. It was
really?
awesome. And then all the hot Mexican moms were at the club later. It was fucking great.
Now wait a minute. So this is it's a legit World Series.
World Series.
It's not just a thing of like kids in America only.
No, this is a global thing. Like they have the tournament in Williamsport, or like the final grouping tournament at Williamsport, Pennsylvania, which is in like buttfuck Pennsylvania. There's nothing near it except for this World Series, and they have like the best of the tournament United States teams, and then the best of the world teams, and then the best United States team plays the best world team, and you get your winner. But it's like legit, and all the games are free, and it's fucking fun, dude. Like it's cool to see the kids play because they're actually good at that. Age.
So it's like watching little professionals.
Yes.
It's like
but they don't get paid, so they're more passionate about it.
Okay. So yeah, it's just if you sit far enough away, I'm assuming you look at it and be like, listen, I think that guy looks like a little
Ichiro.
Yeah, a little Ichiro, or a fucking little what's that one guy who did shortstop? It was really good.
Sure.
Derek Jeter. Yeah. He looks like a fucking great Derek Jeter.
Yeah, he looks like a little Derek Jeter.
Yeah. Oh, this guy, he looks like Mookie Betts.
Yep. Yeah, Mookie Betts. Fucking A. But yeah. There was 2 things that we accomplished that day. We were trying to find good Philly cheesesteaks because we were in Pennsylvania, and we set up fake business meetings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we
fake,
we
did fake business.
We did fake business because we needed a reason to tell people why we were there. Because we're not going to just be like, yo, we're here to watch little kids play baseball.
Well, but if you're at the World Series, wouldn't they kind of understand that you're there to watch baseball?
Right, but like it's 3 grown men with no kids there. Feel me?
Okay,
We're
so
from
you're like,
we're from Detroit.
so you have
going there.
So you happen to say while you're there, why, like, hey, we just came to stop and watch the Little League World Series, but we have some fake business we have to attend
Well,
to.
we said we were with a company called Martech.
Okay.
Which was the Midwest leader in marketing and technology.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Right? So
I'm sold. Let's set up a meeting.
Yeah. So we said that one of our clients was possibly going to be the Little League World Series and where they play.
Oh,
so
right.
And they're like, oh, well, what are you guys thinking of doing here?
Yeah.
And we said that actually this is before its time, and it could, like, you could legit do this. Mm-hmm. We said that we were gonna do what, like, not holograms, but like advertising.
Like the what do you call that? Like like when they do the thing with the phone and it shows like graphics and stuff.
Yeah,
like with the camera.
Yes, like a filter.
Alternate reality type shit. Yeah.
Sure. And like while you're watching it on TV, you would see like in the outfield like sponsors.
Okay.
And that's what we were telling people. And this was back in we were 23 years old, so 10 years ago.
Okay.
So I mean that was before they started doing this shit on TV.
Yeah.
And we were like, man, like we were telling people this stuff. We went into a lesbian bar, Fucking A.
Scouting for business.
Yeah, dude. Like, and then we met this dude at this club called the Cell Block, which was an old prison that they changed into a club, which was one of the coolest clubs I've ever been to, by the way. And it's rated very high in Pennsylvania. Like, we looked at up the reviews and all this shit, but
I want to go to the Cell Block.
There was 3 levels, dude. So the bottom level was a live band.
Okay.
The medium level was like just the dance floor and shit, and the top level was a VIP with the DJ, and the DJ was looking down. And we got in, like, we didn't know what time people went to the club over there, so we got there super early. We got there like 9, and they had quarter beers from 9 to like 10:30, but they were in 8-ounce cups. So we would buy like $1 worth of beer, and it would be 32 ounces. And we were getting fucking shit-faced. And like we met the DJ before, and he's like, yeah, he goes, you guys are from Detroit? Yeah. Come up to VIP, I'll get you a couple rounds of shots. Dude, so many people were buying us shots. And then we fucking met this dude that said he had owned a couple clubs like in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And he was the one we set up the business meeting for.
Oh.
And he was like, he started buying us drinks and shit.
Yeah.
And we're like, cool, And he's like, all right, I'll hit you up tomorrow. Well, the next day came, and he was like blowing up like either B or Dave's phone. And like we just didn't answer.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
you could have had something there.
I know. We could have started a business by just
that. Well, you know what?
We told everyone B was an intern too.
I remember.
So like it was like me and Dave, and then we told him B was an intern because he's like a year younger, and like no one would have knew that he was a year younger than us.
He's not an employee. Like he's below you paying them.
Yeah,
for paying him.
He's an intern.
Yeah. So. Because I've done something similar to. Well, you were there. We were at a club, and I remember I had a business. It wasn't even my business card. I had a business card.
I do remember that.
It wasn't even for me. It was for a company I was working for at the time, and I didn't have my own business cards, but I had a buddy of mine who worked with me, and I wanted to get a tape because it was one of these clubs in Detroit where they wouldn't fucking. You couldn't get like at a table. Like, there were empty tables, but you couldn't sit there. It was the craziest thing. You had to like go through a bouncer. So I was like trying to like, hey man, what do I gotta do to get a table? He's like, oh no, they're all reserved. I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. I was like, well, I want to film something in here. I give him the card, right? Again, it's not even mine. And he gave him the card. I was like, hey, I got this business. I work here. We're thinking about filming something here, but it would be really cool if I can get an angle from like over, because this section over here looks like it'd be dope to film. And he's like, oh yeah, and he's like, well, tell me about it. And I just made up some bullshit about like, yeah, if we angle it this way, we're thinking of shooting this, and this over here. And I think it'd be really cool. At the whole end of the thing, he's like, I'll take your car, but yeah, you can't go over there. I was like, fuck. And then he blew up the other guy. He's like, bro, why am I getting a call? I got just someone
so-and-so club.
Yeah, so-and-so called me. They're like in Florida. It's like a Florida area code, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he fucking moved from Florida. But Yeah, it didn't work. You pay $20 to get into a place. You think maybe you can get into a table, man. But I guess that's.
I ended up throwing up in VIP. It was like back in the day when I struggled to take shots because there was a period like in high school and like early in my career of drinking, I could take shots like a pro, right? Yeah. But there was like a good 6-7 year stretch where I could not take any shots. You could give me like the pussiest shot in the world, and my stomach just wouldn't agree with it. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's in your head. It's in your head." I'm like, "It's not my head when I'm fucking throwing it up on Wise Guy's fucking balcony, right? Or their patio. It's not my head. It's not agreeing with my stomach." So, I actually was taking shots like a champ that weekend. And I had a little, like, one just didn't agree, and I fucking threw up all over VIP or, behind this couch. And when I went to call for a cab hours later, it was still there, and it fucking reeked. It was like that chicken I just threw away in the fucking fridge.
I agree with you, though, on the shots, because I remember going in my, like, I got one better for you. I couldn't even drink beer. Well, it's not that I couldn't drink beer. I didn't want to drink beer.
Right.
I still to this day don't like the taste of beer. I
don't like it anymore. After I stopped drinking it, like I could drink it like a fucking champ before. Me and B would fucking, and you, we would finish fucking 30 beers between the fucking three of us and then go out. Me and B did that by ourselves. Adding you, we'd probably do fucking 40.
Yeah.
But, and now I can't stand the taste.
But even now, like I'll drink like a White Claw or something or whiskey, and I still don't really prefer the taste, but it gets me to the destination I'm trying to get to.
Right.
And that was always a thing. Like when I was younger, like early 20s, I didn't really even like being too drunk because I like to be able to leave somewhere whenever I wanted.
Yeah.
So that means I had to drive, which means you can't. I was always paranoid about really drinking too much. So my go-to would be like, when people are like, "Oh, what kind of beer do you want to get? We're gonna pick up some beer for a party," and I'd be like, "Give me like Bud Select."
55.
Yeah, no, not 55.
55 was gross.
Yeah, that was just straight water. But Bud Select, I think a normal Bud Light would have been like 4% alcohol, roughly. Yeah. And like this was like 3. So I could just be sipping a big, 20. I got a couple 22 ounces of that, and then I'm good. But yeah, for the most part, I didn't even like it. And then the shots was something I would succumb to peer pressure. So when people were ordering shots, I would just do them.
Right.
And I would just learn to deal with it. And I just learned like, okay, I'm going to do this shot. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I know I may throw this up here in a couple minutes. And if that's the case, I didn't buy this.
Right.
So you want to give me another one? I'll keep doing it. I don't care.
So this is actually you remind me of something that happened in Pennsylvania too. The second night we go out, right? I had thrown up the first night. I was like, all right, I still wanted to go hard, but I'm like, I told the guys, I told B and Dave, I'm like, look, I'm not taking any shots tonight. If anyone, buys us anything, I'll give them to you, or, I'll ask for another drink,
Yeah.
So this guy comes up to us, and he's like, yeah, let's, let me buy you shots, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, look, man, buy me a mixed drink, buy me a beer, something else. Like, I'm not taking shots tonight. I got sick last night. I'm good. So I had to tell this dude like 5 times, don't buy me a shot. So what does the motherfucker do? He buys me a shot. So we all fucking cheers.
Okay.
Right? Put it up. We cheers. And I go, Foom!
No.
And I'm like, man, that was good. And he's like, after they all take the shots, he's like, I saw what you did. And I'm like, what do you mean? That was a good shot. And he's like, I saw you pour it out. And I'm like, well, I told you not to get me one. And then he wouldn't talk to us the rest of the night.
Well, see, this is why I think you really fucked up your business potential there.
I think so too.
You could have really closed this fake business meeting the next day.
Fucking
Martech,
you
would have just
dude.
taken. See, that was what he was trying to do. He's trying to be like, let me try to understand these guys and what's their ability to hang.
Yeah,
right?
he thinks he thinks we're like the Jordan Belforts.
Yeah, and it's like, oh no, you guys can't even hang. You can't even do shots. I don't think we're gonna be doing any fake business.
No,
we're not doing that today.
We're not doing fake business today.
Nope.
He's like, you know what? That guy over there has a better fake business than you do.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, dude. Martech, baby.
I would have done
it. The Midwest leaders in design or in marketing and technology. Midwest leaders.
I would have done it, and I would have just been like, all right, excuse me for a minute, went to the bathroom, went to the stall, fucking puked it back out, and then more stuff would have came out, and then I would have been like, all right, well, I'm ready to go. Give me like a breadstick and a fucking beer. We're good. Let's keep this party going.
Dude, they did do like crazy sweet shots. Like we had like this breakfast shot, or it was called an IHOP shot.
Okay.
And like it literally like you take the shot, it tastes like breakfast, and then you fucking wash it down with like a shot of orange juice.
Wait, like bacon and shit?
It tastes like fucking like waffles and syrup.
Oh, okay.
And then you fucking you chase it with an orange juice.
I was thinking it was gonna taste like eggs and bacon. I was like, how do you get that? You just pour some grease in there?
Yeah, I mean, that'll make your stomach upset.
That would be. I remember. I stayed away from shots for a while, or just like liquor in general, not alcohol, but liquor in general for like a couple years after my 21st birthday, as it was kind of a similar thing of like we went out to the bars out in like Mount Clemens,
yeah,
right? And we there was like a thing that we're doing at one of the bars we were at where it was like dollar beers, but it was like any beer.
Right.
And I was like, I'm a fancy man. I'm drinking Michelob Light, and I'm just fucking downing Michelob Lights because it was my birthday and I wanted to feel fancy. So then
that's a chick beer, man.
So Michelob Lights are fucking delicious.
That's a chick beer.
If I'm gonna drink a light beer, I got two choices: Bud Light.
Shout out to Vince because he drinks that all the time. It's a fucking chick beer.
No, it's not. I respect Vince in a big, big way now.
The only thing
because he drinks Michelob Lights.
He's got the pinky ring, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah, well, see, he knows. He's classy. That's class. That's class. But anyway, I was drinking all this Michelob Light and then rum and Coke because I was like, oh, it's my birthday. I should drink like a liquor drink. And I didn't know anything about liquor, like mixed drinks. So everyone was like, oh, rum and Coke. You can't go wrong with it. So I drank some rum and Cokes. And then I went off with somebody and some of their other friends. And they were like, oh, it's your birthday. We got to buy you shots. And I'm doing shots. And I remember the last shot I remember that night was like a fucking oatmeal shot.
Ew.
Yeah, it was like an oatmeal cookie shot.
Like oatmeal cream pie?
Yeah, it was something like that. It was disgusting, but I took it. I took it like a champ. And then next thing I know, I woke up in my bathroom. Now, my parents were out of town, but I woke up in my bathroom, laying on the floor, feet rested up on the fucking toilet like you're just up, just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a footstool.
Yeah.
And and my knees are bleeding. I don't know what happened. Apparently, I fell down some stairs. And yeah, with a 3-day hangover.
Jesus.
Like, I remember I was in college, and I remember I was in the library to do something, and I was having a panic attack. You ever been so hungover that you're almost like having a panic attack?
I have it when you're like shivering.
Yeah. It was kind of like that, but it was just like I've had like this severe anxiety for like days. It was crazy.
But the funny thing that you mentioned is like not knowing what to order as far as like your liquor.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
When you first start drinking, like I remember going to Canada, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to drink beer. You know, like beer's plain, right?
Yeah.
So, but my go-to, and I don't know why, I think I just saw someone else order it, was a cranberry vodka. Like,
okay.
That was like, you know, it was like the only thing I knew how to order. Mm-hmm. Because like you do those in the fucking test tube shots in Canada. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I get that. I remember eventually switching to like lemonade and vodka or orange juice and vodka, of course, is a staple. But the problem with those is the sugar.
Right.
The fucking hangovers are
See,
awful.
the cranberry's not as bad as like the orange juice. The orange juice is horrible because you got the citrus.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I guess I'm trying to think, like going back to your original question of like what is something that I haven't done like that. So what did I say? I haven't taken a vacation forever. As far as like
a guy's vacation.
Yeah, I haven't done I would like to do that. I would like to go out like a hangover. Not as crazy as that, but like a hangover.
Like crazier.
Yeah. We fucking instead of like stealing a tiger, we kill it.
Yeah.
And we wear it as like wear the pelt.
And then like we hang out with like Goldblum.
That would be cool, dude. If we partied so hard, we were hanging out with Jeff Goldblum. Like I would be like, my life is.
He's
complete.
like, I'm the Fly.
I don't think he would say that.
I don't know. I think he would. I think if we got him,
I don't think.
I think if we got him fucked up enough, he'd be like, I'm the Fly, and then he'd be like, you know, next to Razor Ramon in 1994, I was the coolest guy on earth.
I don't know if he would. I don't know if he'd make.
I think he would
comparison.
say that. I think he would.
I think he would. I don't
even
think he knows who Razor Ramon is.
Of course he does.
He's
They had the same similar hair.
Oh, okay. So it's like
they probably went to the same barber.
He pulls out a chart. He was like, "Well, back in the '90s, here's all the people that had similar hair to me. I kept a log,
and the top two were fucking them two,
and I rated them top to bottom. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I mean, anywho,
but that would be cool. I'll say that up until that point. I mean, if he pulled out a chart with people that had similar hairstyles and ratings,
I picture him like wearing like not like a trench coat, but like a big coat, and he just opens it up and he pulls the string and he's got the chart right there, and he's like, see, he's like Goldblum, Ramon, Razor.
Oh, he has a like last name first.
Yes.
It's like Ramon, Razor.
Yep.
He's like the second one. I'd be very disappointed. I'd be like, oh man, I thought better of you.
And then
why are you doing
then
this?
number 7 is like Mr. Turner from Boy Meets World, because he had similar hair too. That's why he's number 7. You got 3, 4, 5, 6 to fill.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
I hate that show.
You love that show.
I hate that show so much.
You love that show. But anyway.
But no, you know what? It was one of those things I've always wanted to do. Like, I fantasize sometimes about like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
Like you win like $300 million or
right.
something. Like, what would you do? And I get deep on it, right? And I'm figuring out like businesses. Like, I'm gonna take this much money and I'll diversify this with my family, and I'll or distribute this to my family, and then I'll diversify a couple different businesses with this. But then I'm like, what I'd like to do is I'd like to take like a massive vacation with a bunch of people I know and go to like, I don't care, it could be Vegas, could be Disney World, whatever. It's something crazy, and then we just get all fucked up and just go.
Yeah,
and that would be my dream to do that.
Take some shrooms or something.
More than that, yeah, shrooms. Take some fucking Molly. We'll go fucking nuts. I don't care. Fucking get on a fucking roller coaster and Universal Studios. Go to Jurassic Park, tripping balls. Like, how cool would that be to go to the actual Jurassic Park exhibit at Universal Studios, tripping your balls off, and you think that the Velociraptor is actually real? That would be cool.
Have you ever been to the ocean?
The ocean? No, I've never been to the ocean.
Never? Any of them?
Never been to any of the oceans. Never seen an ocean in my life. That's why I think the Earth is flat, because I've never seen it.
I can tell you, I've been to the Atlantic and the Pacific, and
have you swam in it?
Yeah.
Is it cold?
I swam in the Atlantic.
I have my assumption is it's cold.
It's not that cold.
Really?
Well, I went during spring break.
Okay.
For Florida, and I went to Miami a couple years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I've never been to the ocean. I've never been to Mexico. I know that's a big destination spot, Cancun and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I've never done that. I've never
been to Europe.
Yeah, Europe's pretty interesting. Europe is interesting to go to, purely just to see, like, you got to go there for an extended period of time, though. You can't just go for like a weekend or a week.
Right.
You got to go there for like 2 weeks at a minimum, to make it worth it, because the time difference and everything.
That's like they say that it's like Hawaii, like because there's so much to do, and like you have to go pretty much for two weeks, because your first day it's pretty much a wash because you're so fucking tired.
Yep.
And then
your first day's a wash. Your first and last day is a travel day, so that's
Right.
out of the question. Then the second day that you're there is you're still getting. It takes you at least 2 days to get yourself kind of like back in gear. But it is nice to kind of like take a look from a distance of like, oh, how do people think about America, and how does other first world countries live?
Right.
Like, you forget, like the biggest thing to me was how like not in shape but not fat people were.
Right.
Like, you in America, it's insane. Like, you go to anywhere. You don't have to be in a poor area. You go to a nice area. There are fat people everywhere.
Yeah.
You go there, but because like the quality of the food is higher quality, at least
they
for now.
walk more.
They definitely walk more, a lot more public transportation. Roads are a little, like the lanes in the roads seem a little bit smaller, but all the vehicles are smaller. Nobody's driving, not to say nobody, most people are not driving SUVs. If they have a vehicle, they're driving a compact vehicle of some sort. Like they don't. Yeah, it's gas is like super expensive because they pay by the liter. So here it's like $3 a gallon, $2 a gallon, whatever's in that range. There it's $2 to $3 a liter. But yeah, and it's just interesting to see like their opinion on it. Now the last time I went, I've been a couple times. The last time I went was in 2017, and the first week I was there was when Trump went to do something over I was in Germany. He went to Germany and there was protests and this that, yeah, they were not a fan. We'll put it that way, and
not many people are. Well,
but it was interesting too. Like that was an interesting time. I look back and I'm glad I went during that time, especially 2017. Like that was, it was an interesting time to see because everybody was still like, just like, what the fuck? How will we have a reality TV show star as the president? Like you guys are crazy. But I remember going on a sightseeing spot. I went to go see like castles, which that's another thing that blows me away. Is I go there. And in America, like the oldest thing that you can find is like
250 years old
at best. Yeah, you go to the White House or something. You know what I mean? Like that's been around forever. There, you have a castle that's like I don't know,
thousands.
Yeah, and you can walk around and they're maintained. So I went to this one castle, and there was this guy. He had like the old man sun hat. Like it's a little like it's like not a derby hat. It looks like a little wicker hat, right? Yeah. But it's like for the sun, it has like a brim. It's like a little, almost like a squeezed top hat type of thing. And it has like a white banner across, and in red letters, it just says Trump across. And I'm like, you're pretty ballsy. Like, it'd be one thing back then if you're in America to do it. Like, okay, whatever. It is. People voted for him. What are you going to do? But you're going to leave your country, go there, and you'll be like, hey, I'm going to walk around.
Promoting.
It's like I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But that would be I would like to eventually go to like an Asian country, like Japan, not China. China's scary. I don't know, but like Japan or something.
Yeah.
North Korea perhaps.
Hang out with Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, we hang out, fucking listen to Katy Perry. I think that'd be pretty dope.
I mean, if drinking margaritas and listening to Katy Perry is gay, I don't know who would want to be straight.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like a bag just going through the wind. I think I'm gonna cunt punt this tiger. Don't cunt punt the tiger; it will kill you.
Yeah, but I don't know. As far as like,
so I would rather go to South America.
South America would be
South America. South America. I would rather go to South America than Europe. Mm-hmm. But the only thing cool about Europe, like you said, is there's nothing in this country that's that old that you can see. So
yeah, I would say if I went, because I have family over there, but now everybody's getting older, so people are kind of dying off. But if I were to go again in the future, well, that doesn't help either. But if I were to go again, like I would make it a historical tour. Like if you want to know or see historical stuff, Europe's great.
Right.
But outside of that, or if you have family, there's that. But outside of that, it's like there isn't much else to do.
Right.
Like they don't really have, like a large attraction like Disney World here in America, right? You can go to Disney. People from all over the world come here,
right,
for that. That's what I would use that for. South America would be interesting. I would like to go see like, I don't know, like a Mayan lair or whatever whatever that thing's called. Like not a cat. They don't have castles.
Like
but
tomb?
Like a tomb, a Mayan tomb.
A pyramid?
Or whatever. They had pyramids? Yeah, they had pyramids. Or the Incas.
Incas or Azteca?
The Aztecas.
Aztecs?
Yeah.
Aztecs. Azteca's the restaurant.
Yeah, I'd like to go there.
I'm going to go to the Aztecas.
Go through like a jungle.
Yeah, fucking machete it.
Yeah, if I can get like a guy, like a Brazilian guy to fucking, or lady, I don't care, but whatever gender.
Wear one of those hats with like the netting so you don't get fucking mosquito bites.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Dude, I'd be super like mosquito like protected. I'd be in a bee suit. Like that'd be the way I'd go. Is I'd be like, listen, I want to go through the jungle in a bee suit.
There's probably like there's probably the saying like there's a million ways to die, dude. There's probably a million ways to die just like taking 1 foot into the jungle.
Oh fuck yeah! You go in the water, they have fish that will go into your pee hole and lodge themselves in there, and they'll just eat off your dick, and you can't get it out.
You're jerking. forever.
Because what happens is it goes in, right? Here's your pee hole. Here's the fish, right? It goes in, and then once it's in, little spikes pop out, and then it lodges it so it doesn't. You can't yank it out. If you do, you're gonna fucking rip your urethra.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what exists in the jungle. We are not meant to be. We are not jungle cats. Okay, we're not meant to be out there.
Well, from the movie Anaconda, there's giant anacondas out there.
Well, I believe that too. Like that's why we gotta. I believe I descended from tree dwellers.
What?
Yes, my people. I come from the trees. Because I stay away from that shit. I don't want anything to do with any sort of animals. If you can make it to me in a tree, I'll deal with you.
But there's probably fucking like 10,000 bugs that can kill you in an instant.
Yeah. We got malaria. Well, I don't know if maybe it's Africa's got malaria. I forget.
I don't know.
But they got crazy shit out there.
Craziest.
You know what would be cool? Monkeys. Wherever they got monkeys, I'd like to go where there's a monkey.
There's a monkey in a jungle.
Yeah, but in South America jungle?
I'm sure there is.
Okay, I mean, if they got them in a South America jungle, that'd be cool. I know in Africa.
There's monkeys probably everywhere, except for here.
Oh. Do we not? Oh, yeah, I guess we don't really have like a gorilla or a yeti. That'd be cool if we had like gorillas.
I mean, northern Michigan.
Do we have gorillas in?
Probably not, but there might be a yeti.
A yeti? Like a Bigfoot
yeti?
Sasquatch? So, because how cool would it be? Think about this, okay? Let's just think about this. So we live maybe in like a northern climate, like we're in the Michigan, Midwest, maybe Illinois, Wisconsin, where we know there's bears that exist around here, right? California deals with, they probably get bears, and they also have like cougars. Like there's wildcats, lions, mountain lions exist in
that's why they're called mountain lions.
California, yeah. You have killer cats, giant cats. Like you'd forget.
Dude, any cat would kill you if it's big enough.
Well, that's true.
Like even a house cat would kill you if it was big enough. But it can't because it's not big enough.
But people forget. Like you go to the zoo and you see a tiger and you're like, oh man, that's crazy. These tigers. It would be crazy if these things were running around. Like, well, they do. In America, you can find that shit. What if we had gorillas?
That'd be awesome.
Like the big ones.
Like G-Unit, Gorilla Unit. Like 50 Cent and Lloyd Banks are just running around.
Is that what the G and G Unit stands for?
Yes, Gorilla.
I didn't know that.
Gorilla Unit.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Oh my god.
I thought it was because they were just a bunch of G's.
No, man. It's because Guerrilla Unit.
Oh, like guerrilla warfare, probably.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. Now.
Tony Yayo's like running around like, you can't see me.
Is that what it's? I thought it was John Cena's thing.
John Cena took it from Yayo.
What?
Yeah.
So Tony Yayo's thing was "You can't see me."
Well, no, he didn't say that you can't see me. He just went like I don't know if he ever said you just shaking his head.
Maybe he had Parkinson's.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, he was in jail.
What is that? Is that where you catch it?
I think so.
You catch Parkinson's? Is that why did Michael J. Fox serve a sentence?
No, well, I think he visited there for like a walkthrough.
That's how he caught it.
Yeah.
He should have done that.
And then he played Zorro and killed the bitch.
What, Michael J. Fox?
Yeah, because he tried to like do the Z and he just fucking cut her up. Anywho.
I don't even know how. Anyway, on to more important topics. If we had gorillas.
G-Unit.
Yeah, we had a gorilla unit. So I've never met
any gorillas.
I haven't met a gorilla or
I've never
anyone
met
from
Harambe.
G-Unit. Yeah, I haven't met like both it's I think it's GORILLAS gorillas and GUERL, so however you pronounce the other gorilla. I'm assuming, yeah. I think that's how you spell. I don't know. I've never met either.
I've never met any Clint Eastwood gorillas either.
With a Z. Yeah, there's 3 gorillas. You got the gorilla animal, the gorilla the unit that'll go in there like for guerrilla warfare, and you have the fucking gorillas that sing you songs. What if you had like a gorilla fest? Like security's done by a guerrilla unit. Like, you know what I mean?
Can Ja Rule put it on? Because that not only it'll be like Firefest or whatever the fuck it was called, but 50 Cent still got beef with them.
Think about this, because so you get the Guerrilla Fest, right? And you have like you get like guerrilla warfare soldiers for security,
right?
Right? You get them where I don't know where.
Now is this like Yayo and like Lloyd Banks and Young Buck? Or
no, I'm talking about you get them wherever there's. I don't know where they do guerrilla warfare anymore, but like I don't know if that's South America or something like that. But you get that for security. Then the performances are by the Guerrillas and the Guerrilla Unit, aka G Unit, right?
Yeah.
And then you just have like while you're in attendance, you can have animal gorillas, like silverback gorillas, the mountain gorilla. I don't know. There's other gorillas, right?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure there's a bunch of species of gorillas.
Magilla gorilla. You get a guy in Magilla. You get like a little
Harambe.
You get like a Harambe fucking a vigil going
on.
A
Harambe.
Like a shrine. Like
I said it earlier. It's fucking
a vigil.
The visual, but it's like a what the fuck's it
hologram?
Called? Hologram.
A hologram of Harambe.
Yes.
And it's like, but what would be cool is like you be there in a crowd watching like them do the song Clint Eastwood or fucking or you got G Unit doing their thing.
Stunt 101.
Yeah, and then meanwhile there's a bunch of people all fucking vibing out, but you also have like an actual gorilla, like a couple gorillas like picking bugs off each other and like eating the grass. You feel like you're one in nature.
And it's all hosted by Ja Rule.
Yeah, that would. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't have as much confidence if it was
murder. I'm very confident. He can't fuck up twice.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess lightning.
Fool me once.
Yeah, shame
on me.
Fool me twice. I won't get fooled again.
Yeah, shame on. Fool me twice. Fuck you, Ja Rule. Fucking A.
So I have not. So that's on my bucket list. I have not been to Guerrilla Fest.
Guerrilla Fest 2021. Be there or be square.
And then there's oh, be cool though. I'm just thinking now we get because a Bigfoot is part of the gorilla family, so you could have like the Bigfoot people. You know those guys. They would be there, like be doing like little like
the people that like seen him.
Yeah, they'd be telling stories. They could have like because you have like the concert going on. It'd be like the Gathering of Juggalos, but just be all like gorillas.
Gorillas.
So it's like, yeah, here's a conference about the Yeti. Here's a conference.
Here's a conference? Like there's like a PowerPoint?
Yeah. Here's what we know about the Yeti.
It's like a timeshare thing where like you have to sit in this meeting.
Yes.
For like 6 hours about a goddamn Yeti, and you're like to get a free Yeti cooler, you have to sit through this promotion for 6 hours.
Yeah, they fucking do. They
have presentation.
You can get Yeti and like the myth of the Yeti, or then there's the Bigfoot sighting people, and then you can have like another room set up to show like reruns of Magilla Gorilla or fucking King Kong,
or what was that show? Harry and the Hendersons.
Harry and the Hendersons. It's kind of related. It's Bigfoot. Yeah.
See.
So, dude, this is awesome. I would love to go to Gorilla Fest.
We're going to put Gorilla Fest on. Sponsored by 64-Bit Legends.
Yes. That would be so cool.
You're playing Donkey Kong?
Yes. Donkey Kong tournaments. You get and Diddy Kong racing tournaments.
Oh,
fucking
God.
Donkey Kong Country speed runs. Fucking.
This sounds like a Comic-Con.
Dude, it's a Comic-Con, but anything gorilla related. And then yeah, you get special guest performances by the Guerrilla Unit, aka G Unit. And you get the G Unit back together. You get the Gorillas, and that's a fucking. There's so many songs. There's so many songs that they have.
And if anyone like say like Hall & Oates has like a B-side song called like Gorillas Are Us, you get fucking Hall & Oates.
Yeah, anybody. Yeah, we would. Dude, how cool would this be? We could make millions of dollars.
I think we're going to be on the next Firefest documentary.
I'm telling you. And then you'd have like banana themed things because gorillas eat bananas, right?
Sure.
Or is that just like monkeys?
I'm sure they have the same kind of appetite. I don't know.
You can have like gorilla battles. They'll take a couple like a couple different types of gorillas.
Like cockfights?
Yeah, but it's like they're gorillas. You got like I don't know different, but I know there's more than just the silverback. I know there's other ones, but I can't think of it. Whatever they are.
So a silverback versus like
another gorilla type.
Like a greenback.
Yeah, whatever.
Something.
Yeah, whatever the other gorillas are. Like a mountain gorilla or something.
Yeah.
And then
like the Australian hump gorilla or something.
Yeah. Versus a koala or something.
Why is that versus a koala? That's a bear. We're not doing Bear Fest. That might be gay.
We could do that too.
It's just big hairy guys.
You have Gorilla Fest, and then you have Bear Fest. You could do the same thing. There's so many bears. Wouldn't it be cool to watch?
I don't want to go to Bear Fest. You had me at Gorilla Fest. Bear Fest, I'm gonna leave alone.
Bear Fest would be sweet.
Because that's gonna turn into something else.
Dude, you have bears wandering around the campgrounds.
No, man, you're gonna have
rocking out.
You're gonna have big burly men that like each other.
I forgot about that.
So I'm gonna stay away from Bear Fest. Gorilla Fest, I'm all in for.
That would be sweet as fuck. So yeah, so that's something that I'm hoping to accomplish one day. That and go to Mexico. And take a vacation. Put that on the list.
I think one's going to be a lot easier than the other, and it's definitely Gorilla Fest with Corona going on.
Oh yeah, this is post Corona. Yeah, we'd have to do it after the Corona thing has died down, after the vaccine has been sent out, and then I want to plan it out.
But
I want to get it going.
Another thing is, it took me 33 years to have yogurt. I never had yogurt until last year.
That's not too bad. I don't think I've ever had yogurt until I was in my late 20s.
Because I grew up poor, so yogurt was, yogurt's expensive. I think.
I thought it was just disgusting. I didn't want it.
I like the ones that I like, the parfaits.
They're good now, but as a kid, I would just if I had a choice, I'd just rather have ice cream. Mm-hmm. Like between yogurt and ice cream, I'd give me ice cream.
Yeah.
Fuck around. Why am I fucking around with yogurt? Like, if they were like, what kind of yogurt do you like? I was like, frozen. Like that's all I'm gonna eat, which is not even yogurt.
I've never had frozen yogurt.
It's fucking Dairy Queen.
No.
It's a soft serve. I think it's technically it's like frozen. The difference between frozen yogurt, soft serve ice cream, and a custard are pretty negligible in my eyes. Like it's like you just know you're getting a soft serve thing, and it's gonna taste like vanilla or chocolate or maybe a strawberry. That's about it. Or Shamrock.
Shamrock shake.
Yeah, you can get that.
They're bringing back the Shamrock shake.
Which here's something. Okay.
You never had a Shamrock?
Never had the Shamrock.
I had the Shamrock shake for the first time. Maybe when I was working my last IT job, like on St. Patrick's Day or like one of those near. They bought us all Shamrock shakes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, the one or two nice things that they did for us.
That's pretty sweet. No, so what is it? Is it taste like mint? Or
no.
Does it taste like a shamrock?
It tastes like a shamrock.
What does a shamrock taste
it's
like?
It's hard to explain.
I've never licked a shamrock.
It's hard to explain. Like go find Ken Shamrock and lick him. And
okay.
That's what it tastes like.
All right, Ken.
Tastes like an ankle lock and fucking some UFC and WWE fighting. And I think he's still wrestling in Impact.
So just lick a gym mat.
Yes.
All right.
And it's really good.
This is why people are okay. So it's like the McRib. It's just overhyped.
Pretty much.
I'll tell you this. I had the McRib.
I never had a McRib. I never had a Big Mac.
Really?
I've never had a Big Mac. I'm a quarter pounder guy.
So Big Mac, you've had a hamburger though, right? Okay.
No, I've never had a hamburger.
No, I mean a McDonald's like regular hamburger.
Yeah.
It's the same patty as that, and then what they do is they just you have 3 buns.
Yeah. And then you have the lettuce and the sesame seed bun.
Yeah, and then the special
sauce, which is not Kel's special or Ed's special sauce from Good Burger.
Yeah,
it's not that.
No, it's
like Thousand Island.
Yeah, Thousand Island. So if you've had a hamburger with Thousand Island,
I
dressing,
have never had.
I thought you were.
I like Thousand Island, but I never had a burger with it on there.
We'll get a Big Mac.
I don't want a Big Mac. I'm a quarter pounder guy. I can't cheat on the quarter pounder.
What's
the quarter pound?
We get both. Eat one, and then if and then you go to the other one. You eat a little bit of that.
Nah, man.
I'm a guy that believes in variety. So this is what I typically do in a fast food place. This is what I do with the McRib. So I have my typical order, which I got to get away from. But I would go to my typical order, which would have been, at the time when I ordered the McRib like a month ago, I was getting a Big Mac, large Big Mac, no cheese. I don't like the cheese. They seem to. That's always a hassle though, because they always want to give me the cheese. I get the large Big Mac, then I get a cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll.
Their cinnamon rolls are delicious. Well, half the time they're good. Some of the other times they're frozen. But you get that, and then I was like, let me try the McRib, because I know if I love the McRib. So I start with the McRib because I don't know whether I can trust it or not. Right? It's kind of like new to my life, so it's got to maybe is this gonna be my new friend or is this gonna be an enemy?
Okay.
All right. Am I gonna have to exact revenge on this thing, which I had to do because it was the most disgusting thing I've ever had. It was just the actual meat thing. Like I was thinking like a rib.
Yeah.
Like I've had ribs before. Like pork rib or something.
Yeah.
This tasted nothing like that. It just tastes like barbecue sauce and like.
See, I don't like barbecue sauce, so.
It's slathered in barbecue sauce, and it's in a bun, which I took the bun out. I just ate the meat then afterwards. That was disgusting. But I was like, listen, no harm, no foul. I still have my Big Mac and cinnamon roll.
That's a great story.
Yep. This is just a lesson.
Okay.
So when you want to try the Big Mac, get your quarter pounder.
Yeah, I know.
And then,
but I feel like I'd be cheating on the quarter pounder. So
no, but you start with the Big Mac and then you figure out whether you like it. You got to.
I'm sure it'll be okay, but I just never had a Big Mac.
Would you think the quarter pounder is gonna get upset? You think
Yes.
it's gonna cry?
Yes.
And be like, why doesn't he love me anymore?
Yes.
Why does he not want to eat me?
Yes.
All I want to do is help him have a heart attack and diabetes, and he won't
Yes.
eat me.
It's a quarter pound. Quarter pound.
What about the double quarter pounder, aka half pound?
I've had that.
That's intense.
Yeah. That'll give you the meat sweats.
That will give you meat sweats. That and a double Whopper.
Oh, dude.
The double Whopper. I literally gain because it's so salty. This much water, I'll chug this and hold on to it in my body for like a day. Like I will gain probably 10 pounds.
I have
in water.
been on a Whopper kick though.
They are good.
They are good.
They're
but
addicting.
the thing is too is I take most of the shit off.
Really?
Like I usually just have it with cheese and mayo and cheese and condiments, pretty much.
I tell them take the pickle off because they go way too crazy with the pickle. I tell you, take the pickle, take the tomato off. It's a waste.
The onion's gross too. You should take that shit off too.
I like the onion. It gives you a little
And
bite.
I would keep most of the lettuce on, but most of the lettuce is like the real white lettuce, and I don't like the white lettuce. I like the green lettuce.
What's the difference? They don't have a
The
taste.
white lettuce is more crunchy.
I like it
It's got
crunchy.
Less taste.
I like crunchy things though. Like
See,
I like crunchy cookies.
I don't like crunchy cookies.
I love a
like
crunchy
soft
cookie.
batch.
I don't like the soft batch. Soft batch can suck my dick. What
Wow.
I like.
Soft batch won't suck your dick because soft batch is fucking awesome.
Soft batch is gross to me. 'Cause I'm like, why is this cookie melting in my mouth? This is not supposed to happen.
Melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
It does both. It's terrible. I want something. I want to bite into a cookie, and I like a Famous Amos cookie. I think we've talked about this.
I do
before.
like Famous Amos,
I like that. I like to just get a nice big crunch. I want it to possibly crack a tooth.
but I like the
when I'm
chips.
biting
I
it.
like the Chips Ahoy Chewy.
Chips Ahoy Chewy is the grossest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You're the grossest thing.
Like
I've
I'd rather
ever in my life.
I'd rather eat my own poop than eat a fucking Chips Ahoy Chewy.
That's a goddamn lie. We'll put you up to the test.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put, you're gonna put your shit next to a Chips Ahoy Chewy,
Dude,
and see what tastes better.
I'd be eating that poop in a heartbeat.
Ew, it's fucking gross.
That fucking Chewy could fucking kiss my ass.
We do have a sponsor
Oh,
today, so
yes.
I gotta get to the sponsor
Big
before.
time sponsors.
Today's episode is brought to us by Mitchell's Row of Bitches.
Ooh.
Are you a lonely male or female seeking female companionship for a night or a long weekend? Check out Mitchell's Row of Bitches. These women come in all shapes and sizes, all different races, for your preferred liking. Some of them even do some weird shit for all my freaks out there.
Oh shit.
So visit where'smitchesbitches.com. That's where'smitchesbitches.com. Or you can call 1-800-MITCH-US. That's 1-800-MITCH-US.
Mitch us.
Mitch Us.
Mitch us.
For more information and details.
Man, get a bitch, get mitched.
Yeah, Mitchell's Row of Bitches.
Glad we've been stepping up the quality of our advertising.
Yeah, I mean, last week we had Drew's hot ass mustard, and we actually had. I couldn't get any Mitch's bitches here.
That'd be great if we would have hooked us up with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the bitches though. If they're all if they only got like 3 teeth, if they look like one of those Palombos that were hanging out with Vic Murphy on Monday, then that would be a little rough.
Man, that guy was rough too.
Yeah, that guy put me in TikTok jail. That guy.
He did.
Yeah, that guy put me on a 2-week timeout on TikTok.
Oh man,
he got me in trouble.
Shadow banned.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, we should probably mention that we've got. I mean, the 64-bit legend Royal Rumble is coming.
It's coming.
It's coming big.
It's coming big. We still have. Today is January 16th.
Yes.
The 16th member had entered the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. We have what? That means we have 14 left.
Yes.
To make it to 30 to lead up to the WWE Royal Rumble.
Right.
And then we have an all new gimmick for February.
Yes.
The 64 bits of love.
64 bits of love.
Valentine's Day. You're looking for that special lover.
Yep.
You got the 64 bits of love.
If you can't find love this Valentine's Day season, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You'll have plenty to choose from.
Plenty.
This February, you're going to be able to pick. I mean, there's so many winners. I mean, we gotta corral the list together.
If you like Vic Murphy and Big Mouth Billy Bass and the Red Colorado Kid, you're gonna fucking love the guys we have lined up for February.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to give back to use Mitch's terms, give it back to the bitches.
Give it back to the bitches.
And this February is going to be all about the bitches, and they're going to have some really, really good choices to pick from. I mean, it's tough right now. You try to meet somebody now with COVID. You can't go on dates. Restaurants are closed in a lot of places. Bars are kind of closed in a lot of places. I mean, what are you going to meet up at?
Yeah,
you can't even go to a library. You're never going to just say, "Hey, come straight to my house,"
right?
Because you don't know what kind of crazy you're going to be walking into.
And you want to see the same people that you're fucking seeing on Tinder, on Bumble, on Match, on fucking eHarmony. You want to see those same old fucking profiles, or do you want something new and fresh?
Yeah, and that's what you're going to be getting, new and fresh.
Or you can call 1-800-MITCH-US.
Or Mitch. Yeah, if it doesn't work out, we'll call Mitch us. Yeah.
Mitch us. But yeah, we got a lot of things coming at your way.
Yeah, and of course, the streams on Monday. I mean, we've been interviewing a couple of the contestants in the Royal Rumble. Vic Murphy was that was an interesting one. I missed out on it.
Yeah,
unfortunately I had to take a poop.
So far we've had Varsity Stew.
Yeah.
Vic Murphy.
Yep.
And that's the only two, right?
Those are the only two. We got another one on Monday. I got to get that lined up. And then I think, depending on the day, let's see, what day is the 30th?
The 30th is a Saturday.
Is it? Okay, never mind then.
And then the Royal Rumble is the real Royal. Oh, not the real Royal Rumble. The WWE Royal Rumble is on the 31st. And then
31st is Sunday.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you know what? Well, what would be great is if we can get the 64-bit legend winner lined up afterwards.
Yep.
For a celebratory interview, that would be good. There's a lot going on with that. There's we're gonna have some big things popping up. So Twitch is probably gonna be the place to go.
Right.
Twitch.tv/Melvin
Troy.
Yes. And I always forget. I always want to say .com or .net.
.org.
I remember .net used to be a big
.org.
That was gonna take over.
.edu.
.edu. That's a good one. I try to buy my name in all forms of internet.
Melvin Troy.
That would be good. Well, now you can get weird ones.
Yeah.
Like I noticed you can get like .in.
You can get
like
any
what the fuck is that? It's so
information maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because all of them used to have like a purpose, but now I think you can get anything.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do all kinds of shit. .io.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is.
.lv.
Is that something?
Yeah.
See, this is fucking crazy to me. Anyway, .uk.
.uk for all you England people. Hello.
But
hello.
But yeah, I guess overall to kind of like close up the original we've gone in a lot of different directions from this original idea of things that we haven't accomplished. Like, let me ask you this. Based on what you were saying, what is something that you at least plan to try to do?
Beat Mario 3.
Beat Mario 3?
No, I don't know.
I mean, that should be on your bucket list. You should at least get that part done.
I need to the 64 one will probably be easier for me to do first because you can save it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Because I would like to. Mine would be. I'd like to finish Red Dead in similar fashion to what you're talking about there. But I'd also like to take a vacation.
Yeah.
Like that would be nice this year. If I can score that, I would be pretty happy.
That would be a pretty nice score, especially with all the fucking shit that's been going on for the last couple years or a year.
Yeah, yeah. And then also, you know what I just remembered? By the way, we didn't even fucking. We were supposed to do a weigh-in. Because the last episode...
I did it yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I was down 8.
Were you?
Yeah, at 234. Last week I was at 243.
I've been all over the place. I don't have my official number. We're gonna have to do an official report
9 pounds,
on it.
Sorry.
What is it? 9 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was down. It
just all depends on what time
7 or 8.
You do it too.
It depends on what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Like I try to weigh myself in the nude.
Okay.
That's my new way of going.
I didn't need to know that.
But that's what I do.
I just do it before. I just do it after work before I eat.
Okay, all right.
So I haven't eaten for about 22 hours, and I'd been working physically.
All right. Well, that's the move. See, I weigh myself in the morning, and I weigh myself at night, and I take the difference.
The median.
Yeah.
The mean.
Yeah.
The mode.
I want to make a bar graph.
Okay. And with what?
I just want to make a bar graph. That's on my list of things to do. I never made a bar graph. That's what I want to do. But yeah, I think that's.
Think that wraps it up.
I think it wraps it up.
But yeah, Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
On Twitch.
Yep.
Check out the merch store.
Yes, MelvinTroyShop.com. Go there. You won't regret it. We got new stuff dropping all the time. We just dropped some Fife Dog merch.
And check us out on all forms of social media. That means Instagram. That means TikTok after the shadow ban.
Yeah.
That means Twitter. That means Facebook. YouTube, because this video's got a YouTube.
Yep.
And we're on Spotify and all that fucking bullshit.
Yeah, the audio is everywhere you can get it.
So check us out, 64-Bit Legends, obviously, and we got to see who's gonna win this fucking Rumble.
We do. I want to see it. My money right now, even though he's hurt me in some ways, my money's on Vic Murphy.
I don't know, man. I have a couple guys that I think are at the top. I think Anubis is up at the top. I think my dark horse is Little Basket. I don't know about these fucking Little Basket buddies. He is the Far East Division tournament champion.
He might be. There might be something to that. There might be. I'm thinking that.
Red Colorado Kid.
Yeah, Red Colorado Kid's got a shot.
I mean, he got left behind from Ryu and Ken. Yeah. He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Big Rig.
I mean, Big Rig's got the insurance policy.
Yeah.
I think Varsity Stu has no shot. He's probably the biggest jobber, and this fucking new Sam Thunderdome. I think he's a jobber too. Yeah. So, but there's plenty more to come. And until next time. What you gonna do, brother, when the 64-Bit Legends come run wild on you?